This is a few days after our other list of listing some underrated movies. Now we're gonna list 10 overrated ones, aren't
Yeah, you should avoid like the plague.
we? Yeah. All right, so 10. The Joker. Joaquin Phoenix. You probably might better to say about
that. Yeah, it's massively overrated because it made like $1 billion at the box office, and it's just an awful Joker movie. Like, fair enough, it might be a decent movie. Like, I don't know, it's like a psychological thriller.
that. Yeah, that's what genre.
Yeah, but it's just not a good Joker movie. Like the Batman Joker from the DC comics, it's not a good Joker movie. They could have just called it something else, not the Joker, and it would have made hardly any money, and no one would say it was good. But just because it's the Joker, everyone sucked it off.
Yeah. Yeah, right. That's enough on that, again. Anything to say on it. Yeah, 9, Moonlight. No, obviously, well, the biggest grievance I have with this is it beat La La Land to Best Picture somehow. Like, what the hell?
Good movie.
Yeah, like, a really good movie. It, like, brought back musicals. That sort of genre, didn't it, really?
Yeah.
And it got completely screwed over by some, like, gay-loving movie by black people.
That was mainly boring.
Yeah, oh my god.
Like, when I was sitting there, I just wanted to leave the cinema. I just wanted it to end.
Yeah.
How long is this on for now?
Yeah.
That's
We watched another movie. Do you remember we watched 2 in the same night, back to back? And we're gonna get to that movie as well. It was a very bad night for us.
That's it. I mean, like,
Yeah.
so 8, the favorite. Don't really know what to say about this film. It's very strange. It's like the precursor to Poor Things, and
Yeah, it's like a a slightly more normal version.
and obviously Poor Things is like the most degenerate film ever made in history. Film.
Yeah, and it's not gonna be on the list because we just refuse to watch that.
Yeah, it'd be number 1 if we'd seen it, but we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Just because how weird. But yeah, the favourites, like, the guy is just testing out what he can get away with, basically. And then it got nominated for loads of stuff, so he's like, oh, people love this. Even though, like, the general audience thinks it's, like, complete dog. And really cringe and just uncomfortable to go and watch that sort of thing.
Yeah. His style is just so weird, isn't it? Oh my god.
Yeah, I watched that with my mother and my nan. And it's just, you don't want to be sitting there with them, do you?
No.
Watching.
You think it's gonna be, one of them classic, like, British monarchy movies, don't you? Sort of.
Yeah.
That's what he tries to do. He tries to trick you into watching stuff. What I've noticed. He won't tell you what it's actually about. Creepy guy.
And then things like Poor Things happen where people go to the cinema and then like 10 minutes and they're walking out because it's just so disgusting.
Yeah. That's enough on that anyway. And like I said, we watched another movie the same night as Moonlight, and now it was Fences, which comes in at 7. Now, reflecting on it a bit, did have some good values with, like, fatherhood and stuff in it. The whole relationship between Denzel and his son, he's got, like, a hard relationship with him, but he wants him to do well, doesn't he? But that still doesn't take away from the fact that the movie's, like, just weird.
It's just a lot of like acting and like just like standing in front of a camera delivering like several lines instead of like it feeling natural.
Yeah, and that's because it was originally a stage, theatre play, wasn't it? So, but you got to translate that to film better, haven't you? You can't just take the, the script for the theatre production and just put it on the screen, which seems like that's what they did.
And we're kind of saying this is overrated because it got nominated for stuff, and the lead actress Viola Davis actually won for like supporting actress, even though she was basically a main character.
Yeah.
She's like in 90% of the film, but that was apparently supporting role.
Yeah. Show Snotface,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, that was one of the weirdest scenes ever.
Yeah. Just if you were like crying or whatever you're talking, or shouting, crying, and there's snot all running into your mouth, and like you try and wipe it, wouldn't you? You wouldn't just let it happen. Like she's just like eating it. Like, oh my god! I just, if I was a director, I'd be like, all right, yeah, I'm liking the emotion, but you have to like devour all that snot.
That reminds me of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when Leo does that scene, great acting scene, and then someone turns to him and it's a little girl and is like, "Oh, that's the best acting I've ever seen."
Yeah.
It feels like after she did that, that's what everyone did on set.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Viola. That's the best thing I've ever seen. If I was there, I'd be like, what the hell? It's like some like otherworldly creature. I've never seen that. I've never seen that much fluid come out of someone's nose.
They're definitely on something. And they put eye drops in their eyes to make them cry. And she's done something to make it
Yeah, but what?
not.
Yeah, but why would you do that? Like, you don't want that person.
Yeah, that's out there. Every time you get in an argument online, someone could just post that clip in there.
This is such a good point. This is such a good point. It's all like Coast Dad, waiting for the next scene. She's been doing like 10 takes of just, just the same thing, just not running down her face like 10 takes. Or do you reckon she just did it in one take and they were like, oh, that's just perfect?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I really hope that's true. I really hope Denzel was on set because he must have been thinking like, what the hell? What's wrong with this one?
Yes, the guy is getting crazy when everyone said like, oh, that was amazing. He's just standing there like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Some of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
Obviously that's what won of the Oscar, wasn't it? Like that.
Amazing.
Yeah, that was funny. But yeah, like I was saying, that was just like a bad night, wasn't it? Like, because we'd only just started properly watching movies. So like, I don't think it affected me as bad as it would now. Because we got off the back of like, I think La La Land was the first one, wasn't it? And then, we went like Lion, the best picture nominees that year, basically. And then I think they weren't showing in our local cinema, so we had to go somewhere else, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we just watched them back to back. But if I did that now and they were as bad as they were, then God, that would be awful.
Yeah, derated.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just such a good point. That Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, yeah. It was so good. I thought you were gonna say like, I didn't know that's where you were going with it. I was like, where the hell's he going with this? It's like there wasn't good acting. But yeah, that must have been what happened. Dude, I just imagine like watching that in the editing room as well. Like the first, you just get the footage back from set, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I got the screenplay. Yeah, what are we up to? Oh yeah, scene 48. All right, just run it.
And then he watches it and he instantly says, right, reshoot.
Wait a minute, you give me the wrong clip here.
Yeah. Did you have any more clips of that take? I'm like, no, she did it first time. It was that good. We all applauded her on set.
It's like that anecdote from Barbie, don't you? That America Ferrera does that like monologue, and then everyone was like crying on set and all this. Just cringe. Oh my god.
Yeah, so pretentious.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That is definitely what happened with Viola Davis.
That's the,
And she was like, had to take a minute to get herself together after it.
yeah,
It was so emotional.
like that Tyson Fury's dad, he's being interviewed and he starts crying and he's like, oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Just try and play that on the on the video.
After she's done with the take, she just gathers herself and goes, oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Alright, what's the next one?
6 is The Power of the Dog, the worst Western ever made. Question mark.
Yeah, it's gotta be in it.
Yeah. Not even a Western. Does anyone ever get shot?
Nah. Some guy dies from anthrax.
Yeah.
It's like a spoiler, but don't watch it.
Don't watch this film. It's Jesse Plemons in it,
Yeah, he's in it.
and his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're in for a terrible time. They're in it together.
Yeah, it's kind of strange because I like Jesse Plemons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're two bad movies, obviously. That he's been in.
If you didn't know what we're talking about Civil War.
Yeah.
It just came out the time of recording.
Yeah. Again, this Power of the Dog, it's another, like, critics love it sort of thing. An Oscars thing, and really, that we're highlighting. And, like, the direction on it, I just thought the direction was terrible. In this movie, and she won for that.
Yeah, and you see online a lot of people rating this movie.
Yeah.
Saying it's a masterpiece, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you could come out of that movie and think, wow, my mind's blown, my life has changed.
No. I don't even know.
It's never just boring on it.
Yeah, it was just boring. Just the whole time, just on that weird ranch. Benedict Cumberbatch being all... Was he being all gay, was he?
Yeah,
Being all gay, wasn't he, like, with a kid?
being gay with a kid and some other guy used to.
Yeah.
And he have some satanism. He worship me.
He's like... Yeah, I'm just remembering stuff about the movie. It's just so bad. Like, do you remember that shot? Where they're like, there's like this ranch and then you can see like mountains or hills in the distance. And then they're like, there's like a dog in the clouds.
Because the movie's called Power of the Dog.
Yeah, like obviously it's based on a book, innit?
Is it?
Yeah. But, it's just cringe. Like, when stuff like that happens, I don't think like, oh, wow, this movie's really impacting me emotionally. I just think like, yeah, so what, it's a dog. It's like...
You're looking at a cloud and you can see anything you want to see, can you?
Yeah.
So look, whatever you want to see.
That was probably the message, to be fair, wasn't it?
I guess.
The dog world.
That man sees a dog, then the kid sees a cat.
Yeah.
And that means he's gay. And the other kid, he wasn't gay.
Yeah, that's gotta be it, right?
Yeah, I think that was a message.
Right.
I'm really passionate about this next entry in the list, number 5, because it's Soul, the Pixar Disney animated film, and everyone was saying how great this film was. It was one of the best films of our generation. Pixar's best. It's better than Toy Story 1. I don't know if people were saying that, but they were saying it was good. And it was so bad. The message was awful. Just the things that happened in it was so boring, and I don't know, just like when you watch an animated film, you want to see some like crazy stuff happening that doesn't happen in the real world.
Yeah.
It's animated, you can do stuff that isn't real.
It's just like you want comedy for children, don't you?
Yeah.
Just funny stuff, like you say, that's different.
No, you don't want some sad, washed up music. Just being a failure, and then at the end he doesn't even get a happy ending, does he? He just thinks, I I just suck at music, or I don't like music, or whatever.
Yeah. And then obviously his family, it was his mum telling him like, oh yeah, like why are you doing this? You're like, oh, what was he in his 40s or something? You've been going at this for ages and it's just no success here. You should have at least done something else for a while, you know, like a normal job. And like got some money or whatever. But no, he's wasted his whole life. And like there's some woman he like loves or whatever.
He finally makes it as like some jazz band dude in the end, and then with some famous woman apparently. And then he just decides he didn't like it.
Yeah, right.
And then just gives up. And I guess goes back to his day job.
Yeah.
Or whatever, I can't remember. Really, it was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
And he had some like soul thing where he goes into the soul world. And there was some number that he was friends with, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that whole aspect of it was just awful, I thought.
Yeah. Like, they've done stuff like that. You haven't seen Inside Out, but it's kind of similar.
Yeah.
The soul world is similar to like the inside of the mind thing. And that was just way better. Yes, and then the soul thing was just boring as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, like a character named just like 11 or something, whatever it was. Like, that's got my personality, did it? It looked like some blue little blob thing. It didn't look cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know how kids could say they watched that and enjoyed it.
No.
It's like a classic thing where when you walk out of a bad film with a child and you ask them if they thought it was good and they just say yes because they've been conditioned to say they like everything.
Yeah.
But if they actually said what they thought, they'd say, nah, that was boring as hell.
Yeah.
Why did I watch that?
Yeah, but like it's all like obviously adults and they're saying they're like relating to it, aren't they? Like, you know, oh yeah, I do this or whatever. You know, this is my dream. And then you know, you just sort of lose passion for it maybe or something. And that whole thing of like being, you know, like when he goes like in the zone, like when he's playing the instrument or whatever, and he's just like, he's not in his own head. That was just stupid. Like, obviously everyone knows that feeling, you know, like I'm on Cardano Battle Royale, I'm just destroying them and just like in the zone, forget what universe I'm in.
You're on a 10 bomb, maybe 15 bomb, and you're about to secure the dub. And then, you know, clutch up the last kill of a no scope. You know, you just enter an ethereal place, don't you?
Yeah. Like blood pressure's like through the roof. Adrenaline in the veins. Like, but like you don't know that's happened. Like all you see is it's like you're the character on the screen. That's the only way I can relate it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my zone battle royale games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it for Soul.
Yeah.
Next one is your fan favorite, isn't it? Promising Young Woman.
Promising Young Woman. Oh yeah. I really hate this. Like Carrie Mulligan, you just want to like smack it, don't you? Can I say that? I think I can say
what you want.
I think I can say it as long as it's not an immediate threat, right?
Yeah.
She's not like
I'm not actually gonna smack it.
No.
I just want to. Yeah, it's kind of strange though because she's in a few good films.
Yeah.
Great Gatsby.
Yeah. Plays a really good part in that.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite books as well. It's just she gets it perfect. I think.
Yeah, and then Mudbound, she's pretty good in that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why she's done a few awful ones recently.
Yeah, I think she's just on some sort of like, what do you call it? You know.
Woke escapade.
Yeah, basically.
She's in a woke, like, twilight hours of her career before she gets ugly.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to hire her for being hot anymore. So she has to take these woke parts where she's like a middle-aged, like, reporter or something.
Yeah. Because like all actresses, they only have like a certain shelf life, don't they? Like there's only a certain amount that actually get through that barrier.
Yeah, like Meryl Streep and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. But normally, you know, you're done by like your late 30s, aren't you?
It's just a cash world. the women. Just gotta accept it.
But you can say the same for men as well. Like, when they're young, you're not going to get these leading roles, eh? Because the women aren't attracted to, like, the younger men. Yeah. They
have to play the kid character for ages. How long's Tom Holland been playing this teenage character for now?
Yeah, exactly.
And he's gotta be, like, almost 25 as well. Surely.
I think he's older than that. I think he's way older than that.
That's just crazy. And Timothy Chalamet, he's playing, like, the teen characters at the moment. Maybe a young adult. So he's still got that for another few years just because he looks young.
Yeah. But then obviously the men have more longevity, don't they? But, yeah.
They age better. Like Brad Pitt or George Clooney or whatever.
Yeah. Yep. You see, don't you? Like, a lot of them actually only become successful, like remotely successful when they're older.
But anyway, getting back to Promising Young Woman, there's another disgusting scene like fences.
Yeah.
He goes in, he orders a coffee, the main guy, and she's working, the main woman, Carrie Mulligan's working as a barista. And he like flirts with her and I don't even...
That's her or whatever, sort of thing.
Yeah. And then he does something to offend her, does
he? Yeah, I don't remember. I don't even know if he does anything to offend her.
Right, yeah, something happens where she spits in his drink.
Yeah.
It's kind of played like a joke, like she's doing it. She's not actually offended, but she kind of would be.
He, like, does something to annoy her or whatever. And then she just spits in his coffee. Like, he's looking at her. He spits in his coffee. And he just stands there and just drinks it anyway. It's like some weird, like, sexual thing going on there.
Yeah, that's weird that she does that, but it gets even weirder because she starts going to clubs acting like she's drunk. And she isn't, she hasn't drank a thing. And then she's like passed out on the sofa, but she's completely conscious. And then some guy comes and hits on her, and then she goes back to the house with him. And then she reveals to them that, oh no, I wasn't drunk and you tried to rape me. Because a friend got raped, gang raped, and it was filmed.
Yeah, it turns out the coffee guy was there.
And he was recording it. He was like, oh yeah, come on, stick it in.
Honestly, it was just so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just... Why does anyone rate it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can't rate that. Everyone relates to it, then all women relate to that. They've all been gang raped in college.
Yeah, but like... what's the guy even doing wrong, really? You know, not like, not the coffee guy. Obviously, that was really wrong. But, you know, the other guys, you know, she's drunk or whatever. You know, she goes to their house. You know, what are they doing wrong there? Come on.
Yeah, because she reveals to them that she's not drunk.
Yeah.
So they didn't do anything wrong, did they?
He's like, I wasn't going to do anything.
Yeah. I wasn't going to do anything, love. You're just making things up because you want to see what you want to see.
Yeah.
She thinks everyone's a bad guy. You know, that guy, one of the guys, he didn't even know a name, did he?
She's like, what's my name? And he's like, what, did he just guess or something? He got it wrong.
Just like, oh, what does that matter, baby? You were so drunk you couldn't even tell me.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
Well, you're actually not drunk at all.
Yeah, you want to tell me your name now? Are they sober enough?
And he's like, oh yeah, you still want to get it on, right?
Yeah. And like she kills a few people, does she? But she doesn't kill him.
No, I don't know. I don't remember really. But...
No, maybe she doesn't kill him. She just like reports him or something, does she?
She don't think she does. But she gets herself purposely killed at the end. Because she knows she's, you know, so hard done to.
What justice this is that I've exposed them as rapists and I've got evidence for it on a phone. But now I have to go out, like, die to get them convicted or whatever.
Yeah.
And what? Surely that evidence was good enough.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just the screenplay in this was cringe. I just remembered another scene now, actually. You know, like she starts dating that Bo Burnham, doesn't she, a bit? And then they're like walking. I think he's walking her back to her house. And what even happens there? Like, she's like
Outside of her apartment.
yeah, and is he like is he like trying to angle to like get in there and have a drink or something? Is that what he says? And then she's like raging, even though that's like the logical point for their relationship to go, you know? Like, but she's like, oh my god, he's one of them.
It's just like all the other guys.
Yeah. He wants to drink coffee after our date. I can't believe it. It's like, what the hell's he meant to do? You know, if he doesn't do anything, then she's just gonna like, he's thinking like, oh, you know, we're just friends, basically. Vinny, you know. So he's got to do something to try and move it along, and he can't just keep going out paying for stuff. That's what he's thinking in his mindset.
And then she'd be raging if he never asked her anything extra.
Yeah.
She'd be raging, no, he doesn't like me and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
He's not interested.
Yeah, but I think in that scene, she just like kicks a bin or something, does she? I just think that's just weird. Why did she kick the bin?
No, she's not stable human.
No. The guy must have been like, what the hell? You know, like, he's not said anything outlandish, is he? He just said, like, just have a drink.
Give me a drink. Yeah, that wraps up Promising Young Woman. And now we're on to number 3 on the list. It's nominated for Best Actor. The main guy in this, isn't he?
Yeah.
And what a performance he gave when you see.
Yeah. Yeah, after some, just like a father-daughter relationship. You know, they go on holiday to like Spain, you know, as a lot of British people do. I think he's Irish, is he? Yeah, he's Irish. And he's basically got a lot of demons, put it that way. He's a depressed man. And you want to talk about that scene, don't you, in the shower? Really poignant to the story.
His daughter's gone out to play in the pool or whatever. And then he stayed back in the shower by himself. And he's got a bit of free time away from his daughter on holiday. Just, relax. He goes in the shower and he just starts screaming. He just gets like on his hands and knees like a baby. And he curled up in a ball. And he just starts screaming as loud as he possibly can. Like, and it's supposed to be an emotional scene, like, he's going through some stuff in his life. Like, how tragic. But the way he acts it and how long it goes on for, it's just uncomfortable.
It's like another one of them, like you said, the Viola Davis moment, I reckon that was. He's just there, like, you know, just director's village, you know, somewhere off to the side of the set or whatever. Like, you know, and then just the one cameraman. And then just him just get in the shower, just going, and they're all just like crying. Like, oh my god, he just gets this story. He just gets what I've written.
Yeah. He is the character.
Oh my god, that's just exactly what he would do in the situation.
Yeah.
I like to think actually that he like just ad-libbed that. Like, they're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna see you be in the shower, you know. You're upset, you know, you're gonna be crying, and then you just start screaming. And they're like, "What the? What the? Yeah, it kind of works."
I guess we'll leave that in.
Yeah. Then everyone's like, after that movie come out, they're like, "Oh yeah, he's what's even his name?
Don't know.
I can't remember his name. He's in the new Gladiator movie as well. It's coming out this year. Paul Mescal. Everyone's like, oh yeah.
But do you remember
that?
Yeah. He's nobody and you know his name.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. Everyone's like, oh yeah, he's so attractive and all that. That's what all the discourse was. Not discourse, but, you know, discussions.
I don't agree. I'm not gay.
Like, I just have no idea if he's attractive or not, but he's just like overweight. His arm is in a cast on it the whole time. And he's like screwed over his ex-girlfriend or wife or whatever because he's got mental health issues.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine he like done something like threatened to burn down their own houses and then she couldn't just take it anymore.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. And didn't he break his arm because he jumped off like a balcony?
Yeah. He did that.
And then there's a scene near the end. This is the weirdest scene ever. You don't even know if it actually happened. What? Because he just walked into the ocean. And then, like, it cuts and he turns up and he's just back, like, lying down somewhere, like in the street somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? So what the hell, how did he get there?
Yeah.
Is that like one of them dream sequences where he, like, entered the void by going to, like, the vast emptiness of the ocean? Or did he actually do that, literally, and then he washed it back somewhere?
Yeah, because like just really fast walking out there, and he just boom, I'm out there, I'm out in the sea. You're just like, what? Wait, what are you doing that for? Like, I know there's like symbolism to it all. Like, I get that, but I just don't care. You're just a deadbeat, aren't you? Just what? I just can't emphasize enough again how boring it is. A lot of these movies just boring, aren't they? Like probably half. Just not. Oh my god. At least like, Promise Young Woman had like a narrative. Like I hated it, but at least there was some in there. It might have worked. Oh my god.
Yeah. After sin. Don't watch that if you value your time.
Yeah.
It's just gonna waste it. Into the second to last film now. You want to take this away, big man?
Yeah, Asteroid City. It's like one of the rare recent entries in here. Recent movies. Yeah, again, that's just boring. Like, I don't understand that director. What the hell's his name again?
Wes Anderson.
Yeah, Wes Anderson. Isle of the Dogs. It's mid. I can take or leave it. French Dispatch. Just boring. This one, absolutely nothing. Weird alien.
And this, like the other ones, are a bit weird and out there. But this one just takes it to the cringe factor, and the cringe level. Where they just have stuff in the screenplay that's just there for no reason. Like when he puts his hand on the hob.
Yeah.
They're just like, it says in the screenplay, because I like acting out a screenplay, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it says in the screenplay, he just puts his hand on the hob for no absolute fuck all reason.
I don't understand why people like this direct.
Yeah.
Like, what a weird style. Like, you see, like, them things online, people just shooting his style, like, just random everyday tasks. And it's just, why? Well, why does that inspire you? It's just unbelievable to me.
And there's a scene where he's like, the main guy, he goes to Edward Norton's house to, like, do an interview for the role or something. And then there's some suspect stuff going on, like he takes off his pants and, they're all being a bit fruity, aren't they? At each other. And then the scene ends with them kissing.
Yeah.
Like a gay kiss scene. And I almost walked down the cinema at that point. Like, I'm known to do that, aren't I? Whenever something gay comes on the screen, I just leave.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to see that.
No.
I don't know how I stuck to the end of this film. After that happened, I don't know how I stuck to the end.
Yeah.
I just think I thought, like, this is so bad that it might actually be worth seeing, because it's that bad.
Yeah.
Like, some of the gay things I walked out and they're just so cringe, and I just can't stomach watching this. Because there's nothing there, but I thought this would be so bad that it would have some entertainment.
Yeah.
But it just didn't. It just carried on being exactly the same level of bad.
Yeah, like, it's just mad, isn't it? Like, it's like you're in a different universe, these people, and you watch it and say it's good. Like, what is happening?
If you're one of the geezers who sat there and watched Asteroid City and said it's a masterpiece and the director's amazing and the actors were like incredible, and you should get yourself checked.
Yeah.
Because it was awful.
Yep.
Right. Going on to the honourable mention. There's only one this time. And that's the film Tar, starring the one from Lord of the Rings, what's her name?
Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, that one. It was about Lydia Tar. Is that even a real person?
No, everyone thinks it is, but it's not.
Some fake made up, like, composer.
Yeah, again, don't want to labour on this movie too much. It's just boring, isn't it? Yeah. Obviously, it's got gay stuff in it as well. A big theme here. A few of these movies have gay stuff in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a boring movie. 3 hours. Oh my god. What the hell?
You just got like the classic scenes of her composing thing, like a set for like 10 minutes and going all crazy, like it's the best thing, like since sliced bread.
Yeah. The only thing I liked in that was when they were in the university classroom near the beginning, and that black dude was like, I am a BIPOC male and all that, and she was like, just get the fuck out. I was like, oh, wow, what a great woman.
And then she turned out to be a lesbian who'd adopted some like foreign daughter.
Yeah. I don't know.
And like she was fine with being a lesbian and all that, but she wasn't fine with these transgender, non-binary acting people.
Well, yeah. He was just saying because he's black, he's like oppressed and all that. It's just weird. But yeah, I'm into like, these like, what do you call it? Where it's like symbolic. I know, like, I can watch stuff where it's like that. But this is just weird. Like some movies just take it too far, don't they? Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, this represents this or whatever, but there's no action and narrative really. It's just it's just bored. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but I don't want to talk about it much more because it's just an honourable mention, so it doesn't deserve the time in day. So let's get right into the number one. The one you've all been waiting for. Maybe you've expected it. It came out recently. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Yeah, this is just, some dude. He's just like, I might never get to make another movie again, so I'm just gonna whack all my ideas in this one, and I'm gonna win like how many Oscars? 8 Oscars for it.
That's how you know it's overrated. Like it won that many Oscars when it was so bad.
Yeah, it just makes you cringe, and it? Stuff in it. It's like sexual stuff that you just don't want. I just don't want to see that, bro.
Just weird. Like, he's clearly into that sort of stuff, so he's put it in his movie.
Yeah. Like, people think that's good. People think that's funny or whatever, don't they? It creeps me out, man. There's people out there like that.
It's really uncomfortable to watch. Again, we watched it with our mother and Nana. Yeah. And it's just strange sitting there, and that sort of weird stuff comes up on the screen.
And like, the only performance I liked was Ki Hoi Kwan. He was alright, he's pretty funny, wasn't he? I don't mind him, to be fair, but Jamie Lee Curtis, awful. Michelle Yeoh, she's alright, I guess.
And the daughter, obviously awful.
Yeah, she was terrible. Oh my god. So bad. And it's just like, it's just bad morals again in this movie.
And the stupid stuff like putting the whole universe on a bagel. Yeah. And then like them turning into rocks and having some like text-to-speech like conversation. It's stuff like nobody enjoys watching that. You get the cretins online thinking, oh, that was so cool. Like, oh, so out there. I can't believe they thought of that. But most general people would just see that and be like, what the hell was that?
Nah, but I know some normies who like this movie. Yeah.
Who?
I can't want to say names. I'm not talking.
Yeah.
Just people I work with.
Yeah.
A couple of people I work with, you probably know who they are. And they like love the action sequences, and I was like, yeah, but it's like weird, degenerate filth. Why'd you like this? I didn't say that to him.
Yeah. Just think that like his maybe like recommendation skills are just completely off.
Yeah, and I tell him to watch Parasite, and he didn't like it.
Yeah.
You know, like
Parasite's one of the greatest like foreign language films ever. Probably is the greatest.
yeah, it's one of the greatest movies ever, really, isn't it? I mean, yeah, Everything Everywhere All at Once. Like I said when we were coming out with it, or like at the time, it was like an American to Asian one. You know, it's not like an Asian. Like an Asian has proper morals, but this is just like, you know, the opposite of Confucianism. With the girls being all weird, she's being all gay and stuff. She's like, doesn't respect her mother. You know, her mother who's raised her. And she divorced Ke Huy Quan. It turns out Ke Huy Quan's an alpha in these other universes that they go to.
Need some like film stars here.
Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah.
He's in a suit anyway.
Yeah, Hot Dog Fingers. I can do one. Raccooneratouille. I don't know if you've seen the movie or not. It's just weird.
Don't watch it. If you haven't seen it, spare yourself the pain and don't watch it.
Yeah.
I might say Oscar winner. Best picture and all the other stuff it wouldn't, but honestly, that's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Absolute joke.
Great films, Oscar winning films, I think of, like, in the past, like, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
That even win, probably.
Don't think it won Best Picture.
One step, probably.
Yeah.
And Godfather and stuff like that probably would.
Yeah. Definitely would.
And then you put this on the same list as that film.
Yeah.
It's just a joke to whole of cinema, really. Just for political reasons.
Yeah, very strange. I honestly don't know why this took off so much. But honestly, people loved it. Like, all these Hollywood people really loved it.
Yeah, most general audiences liked it as well, to me.
Yeah. Strange.
They're probably in the minority, I'm saying. That's it.
Yeah, I really hate it. Obviously, I hate it more because of what it's won and all that. You know? Like, if it hadn't won all that stuff, I'd hate it a little bit. You know, quite a lot. And after that, I was just like, my God. It's just embarrassment to the industry, really.
You wanted to say it beat? How did it beat Top Gun Maverick?
Well, yeah.
One of the greatest films ever in the last 10 years.
It is one of the greatest films ever. Top Gun Maverick, actually.
That was worthy of winning a Best Picture Oscar, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's just awesome, wasn't it? It's just pure action. You know, everyone in America can like that movie. You know, you don't just go in for just these Hollywood people. You know, Tom Cruise, a legend, and yeah, it's just done dirty there.
And that is the end of our list. What do you think of the list? Do you reckon it's correct, or is there something we missed?
I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, going through our list. 500 odd movies we've seen in the last 8 or 9 years. I couldn't see anything else. But there's probably stuff.
Yeah, like there's stuff like Girls Trip and what's that one? Only it's not really bad one with girls in it as well.
Yeah, can't remember. I've got to get it in here just because it was that bad. But it's not overrated because it's like no one's seen it.
Yeah, and it's so bad that anyone would say it's bad.
Yeah, cringely bad.
It's like Our Ladies.
Our Ladies. Yeah.
It's films like that are just so bad that, like, surely no one rates them. They can't be overrated. Maybe you need to just do a list of, like, the worst movies ever, and, like, no one overrates them. I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Bottom 10 films you ever watched in history.
Yeah. Just as a closer, I want to go back to that Leo scene. I want to mention how great that scene was. That was awesome, that one.
Yeah.
I didn't rate the movie that much. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's like a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, but that scene, so good, wasn't it? Leo's just awesome.
Mm.
Unlike Viola Davis.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.